Back to Black. This is the Amy Winehouse biopic, and yeah, stop me if you've heard this one before. A famous musician riddled with all different sorts of trials and tribulations. It's all based on a true story, and now it's making its way to the silver screen. It honestly feels like a go-to for Hollywood nowadays. Ever since Bohemian Rhapsody came out and was such a huge success, albeit pretty polarizing. Yeah, I mean, it feels like we get a new musician biopic every single year. So we follow Amy Winehouse, played here by Marisa Abela, and she's got a tumultuous relationship with Blake Fielder Sybil, which inspires her to write and record the groundbreaking album Back to Black. See, I was a little young to watch the news around this point when Amy Winehouse's popularity was soaring, but I've heard a few of her songs, and I really like them. I remember it being a huge deal when she passed away, very tragically at the very early age of 27. Yeah, spoiler alert if you don't know what her story is. This movie has a very depressing ending. But you know what? For the fans and for everybody who says that Amy Winehouse's album is the best thing to ever hit the music industry, I'm glad this movie is out. Because number one, I do not think this is a horrible biopic whatsoever. Even though it does have a low Rotten Tomatoes score in the 30% range, I didn't think it was all that terrible. I think what really is going to make or break this movie is the performance of your leading actress playing Amy Winehouse. And thankfully, Marisa Abela does not feel like she's doing an impression of her. At least not to me. It definitely feels like this girl did her homework and grounded herself in Amy Winehouse's environment. I don't know, does that kind of make sense to you guys? Like, she didn't come across as an actress claiming to be Amy Winehouse. No, she arrived on set and she was Amy freaking Winehouse. And I think she did a really good job in this one. The music scenes as well. The songs really add a ton. It's almost like a pseudo-musical in a sense. Because Amy Winehouse's songs did reflect a lot of what she was going through in her personal life. So I do appreciate that Back to Black almost showcases this as a pseudo-musical. And the songs come up not just to pay tribute to Amy Winehouse. It doesn't just feel like a music video that you're watching half the time. No, it actually does feel to me like the songs were placed in these specific points in the movie for a reason. And it only feels like the songs are here to help further the plot as opposed to showcasing her. And I do appreciate that. And I also really appreciate that this movie is out there because this is a glowing tribute to the career and the life of Amy Winehouse and the legend that is Amy Winehouse for that matter. Even though her career was cut short far too soon, her impact is still felt to this very day. And I'm glad that this movie is here to help her legacy along. But that also kind of works against Back to Black. Because I don't know if it's just me, but this movie didn't really feel to me like it was showcasing Amy Winehouse the person. It definitely felt to me like it was more so showcasing the music. But here's my thing. If this movie is going to follow in the footsteps of Walk the Line, and to a lesser extent Bohemian Rhapsody, and actually contend for Oscars down the line, it had to go to that dark side. Now, egregiously, Bohemian Rhapsody did not go down the dark path, and it was winning a bunch of Oscars anyway. And I was actually kind of worried as I was watching this movie. It could have gone down that walk the line path of greatness, but sadly, it felt to me like it was another Bohemian Rhapsody, almost glorifying the musician in a way where it doesn't accurately showcase who she was. And in a sense, I feel like that's what a biopic should be doing, recounting this history as accurate as humanly possible. But this movie definitely teetered towards showcasing the music and actually putting the music together. Those types of movies can be really neat, looking behind the scenes and seeing how these songs are actually written and developed. I think that part is really cool. But I feel like this movie really needed to dig into that honesty and go deep into the darkest depths. And I feel like it just didn't do that. It honestly made me think a lot of Elvis when that came out a couple of years ago. Even though that was nominated for a bunch of Oscars as well. That felt to me more like a showcase of Baz Luhrmann just basically telling the Academy how good of a director he is. And my big problem with Elvis was it didn't really focus enough on Elvis the man until the second half. Now when it does that, it's freaking fantastic. And I don't really think Back to Black ever does that, thinking about it. You do see her connect with her nan, who she was very close to in real life. You do see her connection with her father. You do see her connection with Blake. But I feel like Blake should have had much more of a presence in this thing. Like, in all honesty, this movie should have gone a lot deeper than it actually did. And I think if it was going to be considered one of the best movies of the year, it should have done that. But listen, I'm not going to sit here and discourage you guys from checking out this movie. Chances are, if you're a hardcore fan of Amy Winehouse, you were going to go and watch this movie anyway. Because it is great to hear her songs again, and I feel like Marisa Abela does a great job portraying her. It just felt to me like this wasn't presented as a compelling biography. And that's more so what I was looking for. But hey, if you're looking for a tribute to Amy Winehouse, a glorified tribute at that, Back to Black might be your ticket. But all that in mind, I'm going to give Back to Black a C. Yeah, this might not be the most captivating watch for the casual viewer who wants to learn more about Amy Winehouse. I would highly recommend searching up a documentary about her or something on YouTube, if that's more so what you're looking for. But let me know what you thought of Back to Black down in the comments. What is your favorite Amy Winehouse song? There's a lot that we can discuss and then some all down there in the comments. If you've stumbled upon this channel for the first time, welcome. Do consider subscribing today. Tap on that thumbs up as well. We're over here talking about all great things in the cinematic world on the regular, and y'all are invited to join us. Stay tuned for more videos very soon as the summer blockbuster season kicks into another gear as we get to the halfway point of 2024. Oh, that's crazy. But guys, thank you again so much for all your support. And with all that being said, Back Talk commence.